Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to briefly be explaining the difference between a business name and a limited liability company. There are other forms of registered businesses. You can have a partnership, you can have an NGO, but the two basic ones that people carry side by side, do I want to do this, do I want to do that, is a business name and a limited liability company. You even have an unlimited company. Before, you needed two directors to register a limited liability company. But based on the amendments that have been made to the Companies and Allied Matters Act, that is CAMA, you can register a limited liability company now with one director. So you need directors and shareholders to register a limited liability company. You have a registered address, you have a list of documents, you need a company secretary. Before, you also didn't need a company secretary for a private limited liability company. But now, you need a company secretary who is either an accountant or a lawyer to register a limited liability company. Before, you also needed a lawyer or a registered agent of the CAC to register a limited liability company. Right now, you can go on their portal and open an account for yourself. You can go through whatever it takes to register it. You can register it yourself on their portal. A business name too, you can register it yourself on their portal. You don't require a director, just by yourself. Fewer documents, less technicality, you can register it. It's cheaper to register. In fact, the price difference, maybe 1/5 of what it would take to register a limited liability company is what it would take you to register a business name. A business name typically also comes out faster than a limited liability company. In the same wise, a limited liability company requires minimum share capital, authorized share capital, and some other technicalities like that. A business name doesn't have anything to do with share capital. You register it and you can go on. So if you, for example, somebody wants to take you to court, or you want to take somebody to court who runs a business name, you write the business name, CDE, trading under the name and style of ABC Ventures. Do you understand? But if it's a registered company, you just say ABC Limited, because a limited liability company always ends with limited. It's not ventures. You just put the name because the company stands alone. A business name does not stand alone. It's tied to the personality of the business owner. For a limited liability company, there are ways to bring the business owner into the liability of the company, but it's not automatic. For a business name, it is very, very automatic. For the two of them, you need to conduct name search to see if the name is available. There was a time when it was almost impossible to upgrade from business name to limited liability company, but it is being made easier now. You can apply to upgrade from a business name to a limited liability company. Another thing you need to realize is that there are a lot of businesses that a business name cannot do. Even when you have a limited liability company and you want to register certain kinds of companies with CAC, you need a minimum share capital. Like if you want to register a security company, there's a share capital you need. It's not 1 million share capital that most other small businesses can use. You can't use 1 million share capital to register a security company. In the same way, if you want to register a clearing and forwarding agency, you can't use minimum share capital of 1 million. They are not even going to accept it. So when you have a business name, you can open your account, you can transact business, you can collect money to anything in your account. But your tax, all that money and all of that is tied to you. The tax is also tied to you. But when you have a limited liability company, the tax of the business is different from you. So the business can have liabilities you don't have, but not in a business name. So I'm going to have a meeting on the 26th of November. I've been telling you about the live I'm going to have for my birthday. It's going to hold on the 26th of November, and we're going to be discussing tax for small businesses. What tax do you pay? Who do you pay to? How do you calculate it? Who does not pay tax? These are some of the basic things. It's a 1-hour class. You come with your biro paper and your calculator, and we show you how to calculate these things by yourself there and then. The link to register will be in the description section. So taxes is also one of the things that differentiates limited liability companies from business names. Now, there are a lot of expansion moves you can't make if you run a business name. For example, there may be some grants to operate in your industry if you run an agri business, There are lots of grants for businesses to operate. If you what you have is a business name, you can't apply for those grants. You won't get it. There are some kinds of support, international support, that you can't apply for if you have a business name. You won't get it. So there are limitations to having a business name that you may not know until the day you need to do something, and then you hear that the limitation is your kind of registration. Do you understand? So like I said, register to attend the free live training on taxes for small businesses through the link. But as for this video, see you again tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.